Yo, what's up, man? Excuse me for a minute. Had to take a little sip. Anyway, I want to talk about the fight this weekend. Canelo Alvarez, Miguel Cotto. It's gonna be a good fight, man. I've been waiting for this for a long time. Pretty sure everybody out there that's gonna be tuning in to the fight has been waiting for a long time for it. Media is really hyping it up, saying that it's going to be greater than Floyd Pacquiao. There's been a lot of fights that's been greater than Floyd Pacquiao. But what made that fight great was the fact that it grossed over $400 million, um, and it was a world watched event. So I don't think that any fight in history is going to be able to top that fight from that standpoint. But as far as entertainment goes and getting the bang for your buck, um, seeing a competitive fight, I think that we're going to see that in this fight. Miguel Cotto has never been on his bicycle throughout his career. He had a hard time against the Tijuana Tornado, but we all know why that happened. The guy ended up with illegal hand wraps, and he was hurting Miguel Cotto a lot with his punches. I'd never seen Miguel Cotto sustain damage in any of his fights throughout his entire career up until that point. So I knew something was wrong in that fight. But anyway, we've never seen him on his bicycle. So with that being said, we know that he's going to be coming forward in this fight. He stays on his toes for the most part. Freddie Roach has been in his corner and has brought out the best in Miguel. I don't know what it is about that combination of trainer boxer, but he's done a good job with Miguel Cotto. I'm not gonna sit here and give Freddie Roach all the praise in the world. I'm not a big Freddie Roach fan. Most of his fighters, they all come forward, pretty much in a straight line. They try to give you the illusion of angles and things like that, especially when he was working with Amir Khan. Khan, coming forward. I mean, but mainly no defense, fast guys, fast on their feet and fast with their hands, but never, never really working on defense, never having a strategy for protecting themselves, always leaving themselves open. And most of his fighters that he ends up training, they do that a lot. Excuse me, guys, I gotta drink some water. But we're looking at Canelo Alvarez, which is one of my favorite Latin fighters, Mexican fighters. Um, I think the guy's tough, man. I think he's tough. He had a hard time against Floyd as he was supposed to. Floyd is an elite fighter, one of the greatest of our time, and he was supposed to look like that against Floyd. Honestly, I thought that Cotto, Canelo could beat him. I said it for years. I'm like, this guy's the biggest threat to Floyd. And I'm a huge Floyd Mayweather fan, but I thought that Canelo was the guy that could do it. And Floyd got in there and embarrassed that guy, man. His footwork was bad. He couldn't land a jab. He couldn't do anything in there. No body shots, no nothing. But had Floyd not been on this game, man, it would have been a tough night. We'll be looking at a totally different fighter in the ring right now. We'll be looking at a whole different outcome in boxing right now, had it turned out to be the other way around. But Floyd was on his game, man, and he was able to avoid the damage that was coming his way, against that guy. But Canelo, he comes forward for the most part. He's a pretty smart boxer. He has good strength in both hands. He can punch. He doesn't really like to hold a lot and grab a lot. Neither does Miguel Cotto, but he will tie up every now and then. So this is why I'm saying that it's going to be a good fight because these guys are going to be coming forward at some point during the fight. In the beginning, there's going to be some movement, especially on Cotto's part. There's going to be some movement. It's going to be some distance. Who can establish the jab and things like that. You know, Cotto is a body puncher. Canelo can do it all. So it's gonna be It's this right here is a difficult fight to call, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's a real difficult fight to call because Cotto was a tough dude, man, and you know, uh, Canelo is. I mean, that guy is a beast in the ring. So we've never seen too much opposition going. I would say against Canelo. We haven't seen too much opposition, so we don't really know how he responds when he's taking a beating or when he's getting picked apart. Besides what happened with Floyd, and I can't really count that because Floyd is who he is. He makes everybody look like that. So we haven't really seen a lot of opposition, with this young guy and how he responds to getting picked apart. But we'll see, because Miguel is going to be looking to do that. He's going to be trying to exploit this guy's weaknesses. And Canelo has a few. He likes to drop his hands. As the rounds go, he starts getting a little tired. He gets frustrated in the ring when he can't establish his jab or when he can't land his hook or his uppercut the way that he wants to. He has some things going against him in this fight. Um, Hopefully I didn't get a chance to see the weigh-in, so hopefully he shredded that weight, and because he's not the biggest cardio guy out there. He doesn't like to deal with cardio that much. But he will do it, and he will drop weight and things of that nature. But he's just not the biggest buff when it comes to cardio. You know. So I really like this fight, man. I see this fight ending in controversy, man. I really do. I see it. A lot of things going against Cotto. Him being stripped of the title. That basically means that nothing is on the line tonight, and on that night. And should the fight go to distance, I think that they'll end up giving it to Canelo Alvarez to go up against Triple G, and that's what everybody wants to see. So that belt is really up for grabs. Is really up for grabs for Triple G. They're gonna give it to him because that's the title he doesn't have, and even if not Cotto, but even if Canelo wins and he gets the belt, they're gonna make that fight happen. Um, but should Cotto win, he doesn't have a belt, so they're not gonna make the fight between him and Triple G. So I'm just saying, look for controversy in the fight. I can go into details about that, but I won't because I'm already over my time limit for the video. But I'm looking for controversy in the fight, and I'm looking for the outcome to be for Canelo Alvarez. So I hope y'all enjoy the fight, man. That's my pick. I got Canelo by, I would say, split decision Canelo. But if they want to make it decisive, so they might give him a unanimous decision in the fight. So peace out, everybody. Glad you guys tuned in. Holla at me. Let me know who you guys picking. Peace.